and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from our YouTube channel, Bottoms Down Chair Yoga. And if you haven't yet, if you would click that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. It's free and it lets you know when new videos are posted. Also, if you would leave me a comment, I would really appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys. Today's theme is joyful. You only need your chair, and let's get started. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to begin by grounding our feet. So I like to move forward in my chair so we're not leaning back. And we're going to start by thinking about grounding those feet nice and solidly to the earth. And what I mean by that is kind of think about there's a point behind the big toe, a point behind the little toe, and there's 2 points of the heel. And I want you to think about having all 4 of those points equally weighted on the floor with both feet. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and take a moment to ground our sits bones. We have pointy bones that hold our weight when we sit. And I want you to think about having both of those sits bones equally weighted on the chair. We're going to pull our belly button into our spine, lift your heart, but lower your shoulders. Place your hands lightly on your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes and just breathe. Focusing in on your breath, feeling your natural inhalation and exhalation. Begin to deepen that breath, inhaling a little more deeply, exhaling a little more completely. Now on the next series of breaths, we're going to begin to move that breath into the belly. As you inhale, the belly extends. We're filling the lungs from the bottom up, engaging that diaphragm. And as we exhale, we pull the belly button to the spine and actively push the air up and out of the lungs. Go ahead and do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs. Open your eyes. And give me a big smile. All right, let's drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And chin to chest. From here, let's look to the front of the room. Let's just look over that right shoulder. Go ahead and look center. And look over that left shoulder. Oh, that should feel so good. Just a few neck stretches. Go ahead and look center, and we're going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And reverse it. Nice. All right. Let's place our hands lightly on the thighs. Palms are facing down. Notice how wide my elbows are, okay? So let's take those elbows wide. We're going to pull our belly button to spine as we move into a cat pose, okay? Here we go. Tuck your chin, look down at your belly button, rounding those shoulders, really feeling the stretch through the shoulders and the back. All right, now we're going to lift that heart up, and we're going to turn our thumbs to the back wall into our cow pose. Let's do that again. Coming forward into that cat pose. Lifting up into that cow pose. How about we add that breath? Inhale here and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. All right. Really, really good. Beautiful. And release. Okay. We're going to move into our mountain pose. Hands are down by your side. All right, just for a little fun today, we're going to add those jazz hands. Here we go. Jazz it up. Jazz hands, right? Jazz it up. Jazz it up. One more breath and release. All right, we're going to come to those goalpost arms. Same thing. I want you to think about spreading those fingers just as wide as you can possibly spread them. Stretching into those fingers. And now we're going to have those jazz hands. We're adding those jazz hands. We've got it. One more breath and release. All right. Now remember, if you've got shoulder issues, you can be here or here. But if you want to be with me, our hands are up to the ceiling. Our shoulders are down. My palms are facing one another. And we've got mountain pose with jazz hands. Jazz hands. Let's smile and laugh at yourself, right? It's fun. Extended mountain with jazz hands. One more breath and bring those hands down. How did that feel? Was that fun? Right? I like it. I think it was fun. Okay, we're going to move into a leaning mountain now. So as we bring, now remember, if you want to stay here, if those shoulders are bothering you and you want to be right here, you are just fine. Keep those elbows bent, goalpost arms, or even down lower. It's fine. If you're with me, we're going to extend our mountain up. We're going to interlace our fingers, pointer fingers to the ceiling, and we're going to lean that mountain. Now, as you're leaning your mountain, I want you to concentrate on pressing down with this opposite hip. Okay, so I'm really pressing down on this side as I'm leaning into my mountain. Let's come up, and we're going to lean our mountain the other way. Oh, that should feel so good. Let's come up, bring those hands down. Very good. All right. So we're going to move into a crescent lunge. We're going to take that right knee, open it nice and wide, feeling that inner thigh stretching. All right. So just hang out here for a couple of breaths, paying attention to where those knees are. We want the knees open, kind of tracking to the toes, right? So over those, I call it the second toe, just kind of as a point of reference. Okay. Now we're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. And maybe right here is good for you and you're feeling a nice stretch in the front side of this leg. So it's quadricep and as well as that hip flexor. Now, to get that hip flexor, if you can push your foot back just a little bit, you're going to get a little bit more of a stretch in that hip flexor. But if you do that and all of a sudden you feel like you're having to lean forward, I want you to really lengthen up, lifting that heart up. Bring your hands to your heart. And here we are in a beautiful crescent lunge. We're going to release that and we're going to do that one more time. All right, are we ready? See if you can press that leg back. Kind of back of the kneecap towards the ceiling is the idea, but gentle. We're warming up. Bring your hands to your heart. Now, let's go ahead and bring those arms to goalpost. And if that doesn't work for you, you're going to keep your hands to heart. Just gently, we're going to look up. Ever so gently. Bring your hands back to your heart. Release, face forward. All right. Now that same leg, so we just stretched the front of that leg. Now let's go ahead and stretch the back of that leg. So I'm going to extend that foot out. My toes are towards the ceiling. And my leg is as straight as I can get it without locking the knee. Okay. Now, lengthen through the spine first. Belly button is tight. We're going to let our heart fall forward. And I don't know about you, but I like just putting my hands on my thighs for a little support here. I think that for me, if I have my upper body supported, I can almost feel a little deeper stretch in that leg. kind of like my body's like, all right, she's gonna hold me up. I think I can stretch a little deeper. Let's come up. That's just me. If that doesn't work for you, you can hold the chair or whatever works, right? Extend and hinge. That just is what works for me. And we're breathing and we're smiling. And up we go. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So we're going to take that knee and we're going to open it up nice and wide, feeling that inner thigh stretch, sitting up tall. You see how I just realized I was kind of slumped down, and I pulled my belly in, I lifted up, I pulled my shoulders down. I'm remembering all of this, even though we're kind of working into legs right now, we got to keep that upper body nice in proper form. All right, let's let that knee fall down first towards the floor. I kind of moved to the edge of my chair just a little bit to give that leg some space to drop down. And now I'm going to push that foot back behind me, lifting my heart up. Relax this glute back here, so we don't want to have that gripped. We want to kind of relax it. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, let's release. And we're going to do that one more time. Are we ready? Back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Heart is lifted, hands at heart. We're breathing here. Now, if you want to add those goalpost arms, do it. If you don't, leave it out. And then we're gently going to look up towards the ceiling as we're breathing. Just one more breath here and come down. And we're going to face forward. Now that same leg that we just stretched the front of it, we're going to stretch the back of it. Extend it out. Toes are to the ceiling. Leg is straight though, without locking the knee. My hands are going to be right here on my thighs for support. Lengthen and hinge. And smile. Lift it up, and we're going to do that one more time. Lengthen and hinge. All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and grab a sip of water. And we're going to come to standing. We're going to start on the right side of our chair. We're going to put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Now you're going to hold on for now, okay? We'll let go of it here in a minute. So go ahead and hang on to the chair, and then this opposite leg is going to be out. So I'm on my toes, but we're going to have it extended so that I'm not like pointing my toe. We're going to be working the outer thigh. Pull that belly button in, lift your heart, shoulders are down, hold on, and we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to put it down. And we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to put it down. And we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to put it down. We're going to do that one more time. Lift that leg up and put it down. All right. Now, the add-on here is this hand is going to come behind the head, okay? So instead of it kind of being here at waist, it's going to be behind the head. Ready? Here we go. We're going to lift and lower and lift and lower. Remember, we're lifting with the heel. We're leading with the heel, working that outer thigh. All right. Now, the final version, if you want to, we're going to let go of the chair and we're going to bring both hands back behind the head. Shoulders are back, right? Belly is tight. Here we go. We're going to lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower that leg. One more. Now, the final version of this is as we lift this leg up, we're going to let this elbow move towards the floor and we're going to come up. And we're going to, it's just very challenging, I know. Belly is tight, work your balance. Up we go, one more. Up we go, and release. Okay, let's do the other side. So again, I know that's super challenging, but that's why I give you versions. I give you add-ons, and add-ons, so that you can pick which one you want to do, okay? So we're going to put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Opposite toe is out, okay? All right, so we're going to hold that chair to begin with, and all we're doing is lifting and lowering this leg. Lifting and lowering this leg. Now we're kind of leading with the heel, working the outer thigh. Standing knee is soft. One more. Okay, now Put this hand behind the head. Ready? Here we go. Lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. All right, what's the final? Well, not the final. The next to the last. Here we go. Elbows are wide, belly is tight. We're lift and lower. Lift and lower. Finding that spot that's not moving in front of you, kind of down towards the floor, can help. Now, are we ready? We're going to lean into it and lower. We're going to lean into it. Keep that belly tight, right? Belly button to spine is going to help with balance. Down we go. Last one. And down. Very, very good. Okay, so we're going to come to our chair. And we're going to move into a crescent lunge, a seated crescent lunge, and then we're going to come out of that seat and we'll be in more of a standing position. So again, we're going to take that right knee and open it up. Take the left knee down towards the floor, but I'm moving out to the edge of my chair, okay? So I'm way on the edge of my chair. I'm going to hold on to that chair and then I'm going to let my seat just come off of the seat of the chair. And here I am in a crescent lunge. Now, again, if this is a little too much for you, you can lift up just ever so slightly. But if you're with me, I'm sinking into that crescent lunge and I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. So we got a little bit of balance work here too, don't we? Pull that belly button to spine. Let's come to those goalpost arms. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hips forward and I'm going to twist and I'm going to look over the back of my chair. All right, just come back and look forward. And now we're going to twist and we're going to be looking, you're going to be looking at me. All right, let's do that again. We're looking forward. We're going to twist and look over the back of that chair. We're going to come center and then we're going to twist and you're going to be looking at me. I know. Here we go. Back center. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take one more breath here. Put your hand in the chair and have a seat and face forward. Whew. That's a pretty challenging pose right there, right? Or series. That's a series of poses. All right. We're going to take this knee. We're going to open it up wide. Let that opposite knee fall down towards the floor. I'm going to go ahead and move towards the edge of my chair. Right? But I've got one hand in the chair first. This back leg is back. I'm up on those back toes. Whenever I'm ready, I'm going to let myself come off of the chair, the seat of that chair. And here I am in a good, solid crescent lunge. And we're going to revolve our crescent lunge now. Okay. So first of all, let's everybody put your hands to your heart. Just feel that balance first. See if you can sink into it any deeper. If that doesn't work for you, then you can lift up. It's okay, right? But if you can sink any deeper into that crescent lunge, we don't want that knee to be in front of those toes though, so make sure that front toes, you can see them. Okay, let's come to goalpost arms. Oh yeah, belly is tight, shoulders are back, elbows are down. Shoulders are down, I should have said. Here we go. We're going to turn and we're going to look over the back of our chair first. There's our revolve crescent lunge. It's super challenging. Come back center, and then we're going to revolve it the other way. Hey, looking at me. Here we go, back center. Can you smile? Look over the back of your chair. Come back center. Look at me and smile. Let's come back center one more time. Look over the back of your chair. Whoo, look center. Look at me. Look back center. Put your hand on the chair. Put your seat in the chair. And face forward. Ooh, how did that feel? That is challenging. All right, let's grab a sip of water. And come back to standing. We're on the right side of our chair. I want you to have some room so that you're not going to hit your chair, and if you want to move back, that's fine too, all right? Okay, so we're going to lift up. We're going to bring our arms out to a mountain pose. So we're extending those hands out to the side, and we're going to add those jazz hands. Ha! It's a jazz hand day. It's fun. Just have fun with it, right? Nobody's looking. Nobody cares. Jazz it out. Now I want you to just do fingers. Just the fingers. Back to jazz hands. All right, ready? Okay, now, if you want to be here, remember, you can be here. Or if you're with me, my hands are up, my shoulders are down, belly is tight. Give me those jazz hands for that extended mountain. We've got it. Jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands. And bring your hands back to your heart. All right, back up to mountain pose, extended mountain. With my right hand, I'm going to grab that left wrist. I'm going to extend it up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to lean into that mountain, pressing that opposite heel down, right? So the heel is going down, that hip feels down. Feel that stretch all the way up through the side waist. All right, now we're just going to twist, and we're going to look up at the ceiling. Take that twist out. Come back up, bring those hands down. Take a moment. Ready? Let's do the other side. So we're going to come up to that extended mountain first. Now we're going to grab the opposite wrist. Lift up first. Think about heel down before you lean. Oh yeah. Pulling gently on this wrist. I'm lengthening through that sideways. That opposite heel is down. I'm feeling the stretch, and I'm going to twist and look up at the ceiling. Take that twist out, come up, and release. All right, I'm going to face the seat of my chair, okay? Now, my feet are, hip distance apart, so you want them to be not the width of the chair legs, but just kind of that natural standing. Now, let's go ahead and take another little step back. So what we're going to do is we're going to forward fold, put our hands in our chair, and then we're going to be doing some twisting. All right, so you want a little bit of space here. So we're going to hinge forward. Remember, you can push your hands in the chair first, right, to give yourself some support, or you can walk your hands down the back of the chair, whatever works for you for your low back. All right, so we're all going to meet up here with our hands in the seat of the chair. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to bend the knee next to the back of the chair, okay? So that is the knee we're going to bend. This hand is going to stay in the seat of the chair, and we're going to open up that opposite arm and stack the shoulders. So the important thing about this twist is that it happens here at the waist. We don't want the shoulders to be initiating the movement. The shoulders are just kind of coming along. And if you want to put that hand on the waist, that is just fine too. So can you deepen that twist anymore? You should feel a pretty good twist happening, right? Okay, one more breath. Now, come back center. Straighten both legs. Place that hand on the chair. And then we're going to twist open the other way. Now, you're not looking at me. You're looking over the back of your chair. You're twisting. Same idea. We want the twist to happen at the waist, not the shoulders. You may be stacking those shoulders. You may not. It doesn't matter. One more breath. We're going to come back down. Place that hand in the chair. And we're going to roll it up nice and slow. All right. Now we're going to take those feet nice and wide. At least the width of your chair, legs, if not a little further, if you can, right? All right, again, we're going to hinge forward. Place our hands in the seat of the chair. Now this time, we are not bending the knees. So the only thing that's happening, I want you to place this hand right in front of your face. Opposite hand is going to twist open. Don't bend the knees. Straddle forward, fold with a twist. You feel it? You should be feeling the inner thighs stretching, ribs are working, belly is tight. One more breath. Place that hand, replace the one that's in the chair, and then we're going to reverse and twist over the back of our chair now. One more breath here, and we're going to come back center, and we're going to heel toe those feet back together. All right, let's go to the other side. Let's do the other side. Okay, so remember, you want to be, a good a step away from the chair, and you want those feet to be hip distance apart. So this isn't our wide one first. So the first one we're going to do, the feet are together. We're going to hinge forward and place our hands in the chair first. Okay? Now, so we're going to bend the knee next to the back of the chair, bend that knee, and then the opposite arm is going to twist open. Once again, don't forget, we don't want the hips to be doing the movement. Now, the hips are engaged because that knee is bending, right? But we still want to feel the motion happening through the center of the body. All right, let's straighten that leg, put that hand back down in the chair. Now we're going to go to the other side. Bending the opposite knee, twisting open, looking over the back of your chair now. Put that hand back down in the chair, and we're going to roll it up slowly. Okay, let's move to that straddle forward fold with a twist. So I'm going to take my feet wide, at least the width of the chair, the legs of the chair, and my toes are pointing forward. So you should already feel the stretch in the side of the legs, right? I feel it already. So now we're going to just hinge forward and place our hands in the seat of the chair. Okay, I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to twist it open facing me. Now remember, the legs don't bend this time. All the action is happening right at the waist. Don't overextend this hand. Make it a natural extension, shoulder, shoulder, arm. So we're not trying to extend it beyond its natural, alignment. Take this hand, put it back in the chair, and then we're going to open up the other way. All right, put that hand back in the chair. Heel toe your feet back together. And just roll it up nice and slow. All right. Let's grab another sip of water. All right, so we're going to move towards the edge of our chair and heel toe those feet nice and wide. Okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward and hold on to those thighs. Now, if you want to stay right here and have your hands on the thighs, that's fine. So as we twist, what you're basically going to be doing is twisting your shoulders, okay? And that's just fine. But if you're with me, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands down to the floor. All right? So another straddle forward fold, but we're in the chair this time. Now, take your left hand and put those fingertips right under your face. And your other arm is going to twist it open. Okay? So you're twisting open. Again, action happening at the rib cage. The arm is not that high up. It doesn't matter. Take that hand back. Replace the one that's on the floor. And we're going to twist open the other way. We're going to put that hand back down and we're going to twist again. Put that hand back down last time. Twisting it open. So we're really getting into the legs. We're getting into the side waist. You should feel a lot of muscles working through this. Let's put those hands down. Okay. Now, heel toe your feet back together. And then you're going to place one hand on your thigh, the other hand on the thigh, tuck your chin and roll it up to seated. How'd that feel? Good? Okay. So we're going to take this hand and we're going to bring it to the outside of the knee, Other hand is going to come back behind, extend, and twist. So it's just a gentle little twist. We're going to face forward and we're going to do the other side. We've done so many crescent lunges, I think we're just going to leave that out this time. Extend the spine long and look over. And we're going to do this seated twist instead of the crescent lunge. And face forward. Very good. Let's extend that left leg out. Toes to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. Lift and sink into it. Feeling the back of the leg stretching, right? Tuck your chin and roll it up. We're going to do that kind of that wave motion again. We're going to smile and extend. Down we go. Tuck the chin. Lift it up. We got one more like this. Extend and down we go. And we're going to tuck that chin and up we go. Very good. Okay, that same leg. Remember, we're going to move into pigeon pose. So if you like, keeping this ankle to ankle, that's fine. Just leave this leg where it is, and I'm just crossing that ankle. Or if you're with me, I want to take my ankle and put it behind my knee. So seated pigeon pose. Extend the spine long first and let your heart fall forward. Hands are on the thighs there for support. You should feel this hip and glute stretching right here. Kind of that same wave motion. Let's tuck the chin and roll it up. And let's do that again. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Then let's do that one final time. Extend the spine first. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. And roll it up. All right, let's do pyramid pose on the other side. Here we go. Extend this leg long, toes are to the ceiling, lift, let the heart fall forward. I'm holding onto my thighs for support, letting that heart fall, and then I'm going to tuck my chin and I'm going to roll it up nice and slow. Head comes up, extend the spine long, belly is tight, let's roll it down. Tuck the chin, kind of that feeling of the ocean. We're rolling it back up. Last time, extend. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin, roll it up. And release. Okay, pigeon pose. Remember, ankle to ankle is a great option if this works for you. Ankle to knee is another option if it works for you. My hands are on my thighs. Extend the spine. Let that heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. Now, tuck your chin. Let the head fall and roll it up. Extend the spine long, belly button to spine. Let that heart fall forward. Are you smiling? Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Last time, up we go. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck that chin. Roll it up. And release. All right, go ahead and sit back in your chair. You can lean back now if you want to. I prefer not to, but it is all up to you. Our hands are going to rest lightly on my thighs. I'm going to flip my palms up to the ceiling. Extend the spine long. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to let our eyes just close or soften. Another opportunity. It's not the end of the world. It's not the beginning of a glorious new utopia. It's another day that you can use to make a difference. It's another opportunity for you to live your life with richness, love, and meaning. The winds of opinion shift from one direction to another and back again repeatedly. Take your bearings, take the situation of the moment into account, and move forward. What you can do now is what you can always do. Give your sincere best to every endeavor. Sometimes the challenges are more, sometimes a little less. Sometimes the crowd is with you, other times you must move in spite of the crowd to get where you choose to go. No matter how you feel about yesterday, today there is much to be thankful for and plenty of work to do. Consider all that's available to you and resolve once again to put it to good use. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. Let that right ear fall towards the right shoulder. And drop the chin to the chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Hands reach up. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Left ear to left shoulder. Reach up with left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, it's Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.